Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Ollie's Farm, and as always you can subscribe to the channel, and if you like Instagram you can go on the Ollie's Farm Instagram page, which is just ollies.farm in the Instagram search bar. So today I'm doing a machinery tour. These are I'm going to start off with the discs, and we basically use them on the farm here for cultivating land after potatoes and carrots, etc. Basically when we've got root crops on the farm, they do a really nice job of levelling out the land afterwards. They're hydraulic lift and lower on the ram over there, I don't know if you can see, and you can also adjust them hydraulically. You can adjust the aggressiveness on the hydraulic ram at the front there as well. They're very well built, they're very absolutely solid everywhere, and we've had them for a number of years now, and they're actually one of the things on the machinery tour today which are going to be going. So I'm actually in talks, I'm selling them I think to AgriLink at the moment, yeah, so go and check them out there if you're interested in buying them, because we're basically just going to get a cultivator instead basically. Oh, there's a deer there and Clover's just gone after it. Clover! So next on the list here is the Richard Weston. Dad actually went and bought this last year off a small arable farmer, and the chap had been using it for grain. We actually bought it through Doe's as well, Ernest Doe's, who do New Hollands, but it was through this small arable farmer that we were able to buy it. And I had a few little problems initially with this hydraulic ram here. It was leaking, so I actually took them off and had the seals done on each hydraulic ram. Also, this spring mechanism at the back here, this plate here broke off, so I just fabricated a new one and welded a new piece on there. But other than that, it's actually been a really solid trailer so far. We just use it for muck really and biomass chips, and I put it on the 6930. Here's a set of chain harrows we use. I normally put these on the 135 just if I'm in the springtime, just want to harrow a few paddocks just to level out some molehills, etc. This is a JCB, or Strimex, sorry, man cage which goes on the front of the loader. We bought it with the loader a few years ago, and very handy, a lot safer obviously for if you're going up a tree or something. It's a lot safer going in that thing than going in a bucket, for example. Oh, there's Dad behind me just getting some silage to feed the cows. Here's the muck grab here. We've used this for a few years now, basically just use this for muck and things, and just feeding the cows. We've also got a buck rake there as well. Dad actually prefers using that buck rake to using this muck grab, because you haven't got to put the hydraulic pipes on. There's the pallet forks, they come standard with the JCB, quite handy to just snip on and off. There's a fodder float which we use obviously for carting cattle, and also bales. You take the top off and I can cart bales with it. I'll show you that in the sort of winter, springtime. Dad's a big believer in just feeding good quality silage and trying not to feed too much else to the cattle and trying to keep it pretty wholesome. Obviously, so that's why we haven't got a diet feed or anything like that. I know quite a lot of you guys out there have got diet feeders and stuff, but we haven't got that. But we just use this Zago. It's got a double drum chopper in the side, so when you're feeding silage and straw, it does actually do quite a good job of just chopping it up a bit. It was actually one of the first ones, I think, in the country when we bought it. We were one of the first people to have a double drummed feeder, which was pretty cool. Moving on, and here's the John Deere 6930. Bought the John Deere 6930 in summer last year. The chap who had bought it was a boat builder, and basically he used it for dragging boats in and out of a river, because he needed something with a lot of power. Now he's actually bought a remote control cradle which pulls the boats out of the water, and basically the reason obviously why he sold this tractor was because he bought that machine. And I happened to just see this in, I think it was Agri Affairs online, because I'd actually advertised our tractor at the time, our old 6300, and it was by pure chance that I was actually checking to see whether our 6300 was selling or that it was posted, and I just happened to see this out of the corner of my eye. It was by pure chance, and Dad and I were actually looking at a 6115M at the time down at Ben Burge's in Norwich, and I said to Dad about this and couldn't really believe it, to be honest, because of the 1800 hours. So Dad headed down there the next day, and I think that week we bought it. So, and then Dad went to pick it up literally only a few weeks after. So that's the story behind the 6930. So we shouldn't really have it. It's actually by pure chance. We would have had a 6115M otherwise, which is quite a lot smaller and is only a 4-cylinder engine, so because it's by absolute luck, and I'm so happy we were able to get this. And I think even Dad said now that he wouldn't have anything else, anything smaller now, just because of having that extra grunt on the jobs is just so nice and handy to be on top of the job with the power. See, these are a set of Vadestad 6-metre rollers, 6.2 metres I think. We've had them on the farm for a number of years now. I went and picked them up with the old tractor off an old, I think it was a farm who was going out of farming or arable farming, and managed to get them for quite a good price. They are quite old, but for what we want they do the job. They're only rolling sort of 200 acres a year, so they don't have to do too much work. I've rebuilt the ram seals 1 year inside here. That's actually, although it looks very perished and old, it's got a new ram seal in there. But yeah, a good tidy little set of rollers which does the job for us. And here's the 135. She's not in bad condition. 3-cylinder Perkins engine, as I've said in previous videos. 1969. And yeah, this is my tractor, so this is what I use. It's mine. And there's going to be a restoration job on it at some point. And here's the scraper tractor, as I've shown in a previous video. Got the new Ritchie scraper on the back, already covered in muck. Yeah, good old tractor. Had it some years now. And here's our bucket, our KW Farm Services auger bucket. Very good machine for feeding out fodder beet in the winter. Don't know if you can see inside it there, but it's very dark, very dark. And this here is the JCB 52656 Agri Plus, which we've used on the farm for a few years now. Got it in 2016. It's our second JCB loader, and it's been brilliant. We use it for all of the loading jobs on the farm, and it gets used pretty much every day. Yeah, in fact, every day. Always feeding cows or moving bales or loading muck, or it's always doing something. Great piece of equipment, and we really couldn't do without this. So, yep, really important piece of kit for the farm. There we go, that is the machinery tour done. I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I'm sure there's a few machines I've actually missed out in today's video, but you'll be seeing them in future videos, I'm sure. So as always guys, do like this video if you enjoyed it. That would be much appreciated, but only if you enjoyed it. And you can also find the Ollie's Farm Instagram page, which is ollies.farm in the Instagram search bar. And do comment, rate and subscribe for plenty more videos to come.